Recording in progress.
భరద్వాజ ముఖానందక రామ చిత్రకూటాతి నికేతన రామ దశరథ సంతత చింతిత రామ కైకేయీ తనయార్చిత రామ విరచిత నిజ పితృకర్మక రామ భరతార్పిత నిజ పాదుక రామ 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 జయ రాజా రామ 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 జయ సీతారామ రామ రామ జయ రాజా రామ 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 జయ సీతారామ రామ రామ జయ రాజా రామ 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 జయ సీతారామ దండకావన జన పావన రామ దుష్ట విరాధ వినాశన రామ దండకావన జన పావన రామ దుష్ట విరాధ వినాశన రామ శరభంగ సుతీక్ష్ణార్చిత రామ అగస్త్యానుగ్రహ వర్ధిత రామ గృధ్రాధిప సంసేవిత రామ పంచవటీ తట సుస్థిత రామ శోర్పణ కార్తి విధాయక రామ ఖరదూషణ ముఖ శోధక రామ సీతా ప్రియ హరిణానుగ రామ మారీచార్తి కృతాశుగ రామ వినష్ట సీతాన్వేషక రామ గృధ్రాధిపగతి దాయక రామ శబరీ దత్త ఫలాశన రామ కబంధ బాహుచ్ఛేదన రామ 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 జయ రాజా రామ 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 జయ సీతారామ రామ రామ జయ రాజా రామ 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 జయ సీతారామ రామ రామ జయ రాజా రామ 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 జయ సీతారామ హనుమత్ సేవిత सेवित निज पद राम नत सुग्रीवाभीष्टद राम हनुमत सेवित निज पद राम नत सुग्रीवाभीष्टद राम गर्वित वाली संहारक राम वानर दूत प्रेषक राम हितकर लक्ष्मण संयुत राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीता राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीता राम 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 जय राजा राम 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 जय सीता राम
Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandat Pranam. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Am I audible?
Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, uncle. How are you?
कैसे हो? How are you?
बस आशीर्वाद है आपका बढ़िया. Okay, sorry, we are a little late. I was waiting for everyone to join, but I think we have just 4 devotees, but that's fine. We can just, in the interest of time, we can proceed. So I thought Tuesday was Hanuman Jayanti, so we can speak about Shri Hanumanji a little bit. Very, very important divine personality and very, very important for our devotion also. So, and he serves Lord Krishna, Lord Ram, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu whenever they appear in different forms. So we'll see how. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyati Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Guru Goran ki jai. Before we start with a few nice prayers from Shri Ram Raksha Stotra, very nice prayers. We all can sing together. Lokabhiramam Ranadhiram Lokabhiramam Ranadhira Ranarangadhiram Rajivanetram Raghuvanshanatham Karunyarupam Karunakarantam Shri Ramchandram Sharanam Prapadye. Anyone would like to repeat?
I think different it Manojam Yakrut Tulyamevam Jitendriyam Buddhi Bhitma. That's what I see on the screen.
You don't see Lokabhiram? The first prayer?
I can see.
Yeah. So we all can sing it again together. Lokabhiramam Ranarangadhiram Rajivanetram Raghuvanshanatham Karunyarupam Karunakarantam Shri Ramchandram Sharanam Prapadye. मनोजवं
मनोजवं
मारुततुल्यवेगं
मारुततुल्यवेगं
जितेन्द्रियं
जितेन्द्रियं
बुद्धिमतां
बुद्धिमतां
वरिष्ठं
वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं
वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं
वानरयूथमुख्यं
श्रीरामदूतं
श्रीरामदूतं
शरणं
शरणं
प्रपद्ये
प्रपद्ये
श्रीरामदूतं शरणं
शरणं प्रपद्ये
प्रपद्ये
कुजन्तं
पूतं
राम
राम
रामेति
रामेति
मधुरं
मधुरं
मधुराक्षरम्
मधुराक्षरम्
आरुह्यं कविता
वन्दे
देवालये
वाल्मीकिकौतिकम्
श्रीराम राम रघुनंदन राम राम श्रीराम भरताग्रज राम राम श्रीराम रणकर्कश राम राम श्रीराम
राम
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 शरणं तव राम
शरणं
राम
राम राम
श्रीरामचंद्र
चन्द्र
चरणं
चरणौ
सहस्रनामि
Excuse me.
श्रीरामचंद्र
श्रीरामचन्द्रनौ वचसा गृह्णामि
श्रीरामचंद्र चरणं
श्रीरामचन्द्रचरणं
शिरसा
शिरसा
नमामि
नमामि
रामचन्द्रं
श्रीरामचन्द्रचरणं
शरणं
शरणं
प्रपद्ये
प्रपद्ये
Very beautiful meaning. The 2 feet of Ram, I remember them in my mind. I praise them by my speech. I bow down to them by my head and take resort in them. Mata Ramo Matpita Ramachandraha Swami Ramo Matsakha
मतसखा
Ramachandra
रामचन्द्रः
Sarvapam
सर्वत्वं
Ramachandro Dayalu Narayam Jane Neva Jane Na Jane. I know nothing, nobody else. I only know Sri Ram. He's my mother, he's my father, he's my master, and he's my friend. Dakshine Lakshmano Yasya Vame Cha Janakatmaja Purushom
मारुति वैश्य तं वदे
Vande
रघुनन्दनम्
I salute that Ram who has Lakshman on his right side and Sita on the left, and who has Hanuman in his front as a protector, as a servant. Ram Nam Nar Kesari Kanak Sipu Kalikal Japak Jan Prahalad Jimi Palahi Dali Sursal. It's a very nice chopai. This one is, the meaning is that Ram Nam, the name of Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, is like Narsingha Bhagavan. And this Kalikal, Kanak, Kasipu, Kalikal. This age of Kali Yuga is like Hiranyakashipu. Japak Jan Prahlad. And those who are chanting these names of Krishna and Ram, they are like Prahlad Maharaj. Jimi Palahi Dali Sursal. So Prahlad Maharaj is the devotees who are chanting these names with enthusiasm, with faith. And when they are chanting these names, who is like Lord Narsingha, it kills the effects of Kalikal. It kills Hiranyakashipu. Very nice meaning of this verse. So we'll talk about, discuss about Sri Hanuman a little bit. So Sri Hanumanji is also known as various names, right? Maruti Nandan, Kesari Nandan, Anjaneya, Anjani Putra, Ram Doot, Bajrang Bali. Bajrang Bali name is because his body is as strong as Vajra. Another meaning of Vajra is like diamond. Diamond is also very strong, very shining. So that's why he's also known as Bajrang Bali. Anjaneya because he is son of Mother Anjaneya and Kesari. Maruti Nandan because he is also Ansh of Pavan Dev. And he is also actually incarnation of Lord Shiva. So last week, last Friday, when we were talking about 9 Navda Bhakti, 9 limbs of the Bhakti, we discussed how Shri Hanumanji is the Acharya of Shravanam and Dasya, both Shravanam and Dasya. So he's always eager to hear Ram Nam and Ram Katha. And we also discussed how wherever the pure Ram Katha is going on, he is always present. And Shri Hanumanji not only served Shri Ram, of course we know him as a very staunch devotee of Lord Shri Ram, but he was also present in Krishna Leela. I'm sure everyone must be remembering these scenes from Mahabharata when Bhim meets Shri Hanumanji Maharaj, and Hanumanji humbles him because Bhim was feeling very proud. So Shri Hanumanji, he humbles him. And he is also present as Kapidhwaja. You see this picture? He is present on the flag on Arjuna's chariot. So he promised Bhim that I will help you, not by directly fighting, because I'm not supposed to be performing any pastimes in Dwapara Yuga, but I will be serving as Lord Krishna by mounting on the chariot of Arjuna as his flag. So that's why it is called as Kapidhwaja. And there is also very nice pastime of Shri Hanumanji in Jagannath Puri Dham. This is the picture, if you can see, I don't know, on your computers or phone. This is the picture of Vigraha of Bedi Hanuman. Anyone have heard about Bedi Hanuman in Jagannath Puri? Okay, so no response probably means nobody
No.
has.
Yeah.
So very, very nice pastime. So who is Lord Jagannath? Lord Jagannath is this husband of Mother Mahalakshmi, Lakshmi, right? And Lakshmi ji appeared during Samudra Manthan from ocean. So Samudra, ocean, is actually father-in-law in relationship to Lord Jagannath. So when it so happened that every now and then Samudra Dev, he used to come to Jagannath Puri temple. So we know Jagannath Puri is on the seashore. So to meet his daughter and son-in-law, Samudra Dev used to come inside the temple. Many times it happened. And because of that, there was a lot of inconvenience to the pujaris, the devotees, and even there was damage to the property, temple property. So Jagannath, Lord Jagannath, of course, Samudra Dev being his father-in-law, couldn't say no to him, right? He couldn't say, you don't need to come. Lakshmi ji will be very angry, right? When he says that to his father-in-law. So what he did, he thought of Hanumanji, and he asked Hanumanji to reside at the seashore of Jagannath Puri Dham and make sure that the waves of the sea don't cross after a certain line. They don't reach to temple. So since then, Hanumanji has been serving as a guard there to protect the temple and temple property. But why Bedi Hanuman? Bedi Hanuman means he's been tied up in shackles, the Janjir, right? Why? So once so happened that Samudra Dev again decided to come to meet his son-in-law and daughter, Lakshmi and Lord Jagannath. And again, there's a lot of inconvenience inside a temple. The ocean waves enter into the town and people were in, it was a chaos. So then Jagannath was thinking, how come it happened, being Hanuman there? So he goes there at the place where Hanumanji was supposed to guard the ocean. And he sees Hanumanji is not there. He's absconding. Then he finds out and he comes to know that Hanumanji is left for Ayodhya. So he summons, he calls Hanumanji Maharaj. Why were you left? You were supposed to guard the temple from the waves of ocean. So Hanumanji says, you know what? In Jagannath Puri, only thing I'm getting to eat is dal and bhat. Too much rice, lot of varieties of rice. But I like laddus. And when I go to Ayodhya, I decide there I get lot of laddus. So can I please request you to relieve me of this service and let me go Ayodhya? So Jagannath says, no, only you are fit to do this service. So you cannot go. And out of love, Lord Jagannath ordered that Hanumanji will be tied up with janjeer, shackles, but every day, morning and evening, he will be fed with lot of laddus. Make sure that he gets laddus. So even today, if you see in this Vigray also, there is a laddu, big laddu. And this is a very old picture. But since then, Hanumanji is serving Lord Jagannath there. And because he is tied up with rope, the janjeers, he is called as Vedi Hanuman. Jagannath Puri is a very special place, like all of us know. Even it is said that, not said, like when we go there, we can see, usually in every temple, there is a timing for Mangala Aarti, then Rajbhog, Shayan Aarti, then Shayan ka time. But in Jagannath, darshan opens till midnight. And time is not fixed. Midnight doesn't mean that midnight the temple will close. Jagannath, the Lord of universe, it all depends on his mood, even today. So whoever priest is serving Lord Jagannath that week or that month, they get directly, messages. They get realizations. Oh, today, at what time temple should be closed? What time the Mangala Aarti will start in the morning? It will not always be at 4 o'clock or 4:30 a.m. It could be any time between. There is no fixed timing. So, and hardly for 2 or 3 hours, the temple is closed because Lord wants to see his devotees as much as devotees want to see him. He is very eager to see devotees, give them darshan. There is no fixed closing or opening time. And even those 2-3 hours when temple is closed, what is going on? Now Devtas are coming. Brahma, Shiva, Narada, Indra, Varun Dev, even Vibhishan. So Hanumanji is Chiranjeevi. We know that Lord Ram gave him the blessing that he will be Chiranjeevi. He will never leave his body. Even Vibhishana, he is one of another Chiranjeevi. Even Vibhishana, every day, even today, he comes to Lord Jagannath temple for darshan of Lord Jagannath and to offer him aarti. So, and it is said, the Acharya says, the reason Lord Jagannath is 24/7 awake and just busy in giving darshan to his devotees, whether they are humans or devtas, because that's why he has no eyelids, right? When we sleep, what do we need? We need to close our eyes, otherwise we can't sleep. So that's why he has no eyelids. He does not sleep. That's the mercy of Lord Jagannath. Actually, these are not just stories, these are real facts. In 1800s, the pujari who had that service on that particular day, he closed the temple and then he was walking towards his home. And suddenly he saw, or he realized somebody is behind him. And then he saw a 35 feet tall person is walking behind him. Now, 35 feet tall. For us, it's like a, very, very astonishing thing. But in the Dwapar Yuga, it is said the height of Pandavas, the Bhima's height was 20 feet. Arjuna's height was 15 feet. But as the age progresses, we become shorter heights. We start becoming born. Even it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam how towards the end of Kali Yuga, people will hardly be 2 feet tall, hardly, or 1.5 feet tall. The degradation happens. And in Treta Yuga, the personalities were 35 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet tall. It might be mind-boggling to us, but that's the fact. So he saw 35 feet tall men walking behind him. So he of course, I mean, he prayed to Jagannath. He was a little scared, but he asked, "Who are you?" And that personality said, "I am Vibhishan." Because temple was closed, now Vibhishan Maharaj was going to take darshan of Lord. Now this priest couldn't believe it. So in a joking way, he says, "Oh, you are Vibhishan, then I am Ravan." He didn't believe him. Then he asked, why should I believe you that you are Vibhishan? And it is also mentioned in Chaitanya Mangal, this pastime. So Vibhishan, what he did, he gave him his bracelet. Now 35 feet tall personality, his bracelet was as large as a wheel of a cart. That bracelet is still there in Jagannath Puri Dham. People go and take darshan. But we cannot see these bodies these personalities on a regular basis, because even the body that we have, it is different in different ages. The body that people used to have in Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga is not fit for other yuga to reveal. Think about it. If you start seeing these 35, 20 feet tall people, there will be cures. We don't have that kind of faith. What we will be doing? Instead of worshipping them or respecting them, these days people will start taking selfies. I know I saw the tallest man in the world today. So that is the situation of this Kali. But the point is that these devtas, they are coming every day for the darshan of Lord Jagannath. So these places of worship, these dham, are not ordinary. They are very, very spiritually potent places. So, Bedi Hanuman ki jai. And Shri Hanumanji Maharaj, he is always is eager to hear Ram Katha. Prabhu Charitra Sunive ko rasya, Ram Lakhan Sita Man Basya. He is always relishing the Ram Katha. Shri Ram, Sita and Lakshman are residing in his heart. We all know that, right? Now, 2 things that we can also learn and think about or try to imbibe in our lives is how to do this Shravanam. We know he was Shravanam Acharya. So Hanumanji is so much attached to Shri Ram Katha that is the foundation of his life. Nothing else he wants to hear. And in Valmiki Ramayana, it is mentioned that he asked for this boon from Shri Ram, that as long as Ram Katha, Shri Ram Katha is going to be recited in this planet, on this planet Earth, until then I want to reside in this place. This comes in Valmiki Ramayana. And he is still present in places where pure Ram Katha is going on. There are many incidents also where people have realized that Shri Hanumanji is present in the form of a Brahmana or some kind of disguised in Ram Katha. So wherever Ramcharitmanas or Ramayana is being sung, he is present there. And this is the picture that he also gave darshan to Sri Tulsidas ji. And by the mercy of Hanumanji, Sri Tulsidas ji also got the darshan of Sri Ram and Lakshman. Very beautiful pastime, but today we will not be able to cover that. So one thing is, I was reading about Sri Hanumanji's Charitra and hearing about it. It's a beautiful, beautiful way to learn how to hear, how one should hear Shravanam. We say Shravanam. Just put on the audio or go to a katha and just Shravanam. Even today we are Shravaning, doing this, listening. Not Shravaning, but listening. But how this Shravanam should be, it should not be casual. Even if we are on, I definitely personally don't like this online Sangha, but something is better than nothing, right? So there are some qualities that as a Shrota, as a listener of Hari Katha, we should develop. So there are some verses in the scriptures that describe those qualities. Asam pranamya shruvanah vishvraksha bhavantihi तथा शयनः श्रृण्वानः भवन्त्य जगराहीते। जो अविनीत हो उसे मत सुनाओ, श्रोता विनीत होना चाहिए, मीनिंग one who is not humble, truly humble. We should not speak Hari Katha to such person. He should be humble, he should be विनीत, नम्रता होनी चाहिए, जैसी हनुमान जी में है. We see that quality in श्री हनुमान जी. जिसे सुनना हो, जिसे ज्ञान लेना हो, उसमें नम्रता होनी चाहिए. कई सुनने वाले लोग 2 घड़ी मौज करने के लिए आते हैं. दिस इज फ्रॉम द परपोर्ट ऑफ दिस वर्स. हिंदी में है, कई सुनने वाले लोग 2 घड़ी मौज करने के लिए आते हैं और कितने ही लोग वक्ता के दोष निकालने आते हैं. दे विल गो टू कथा इन टेम्पल्स बट दे आर नॉट रियली लिसनिंग. Instead, some people have a tendency to criticize whatever is being said. Faith is not there. देखें तो सही वक्ता कैसा बोलेगा. आज देखते हैं क्या बोलता है. कितने ही लोग सुनने जाते हैं और वहां सो जाते हैं. वही लोग नाटक सिनेमा देखने जाएंगे बट वहां नींद नहीं आएगी. एक कवि है, उन्होंने लिखा है, निद्रा हयते प्रेयसी कुंभकर्णे. जो कुंभकर्ण है, कुंभकर्ण, his wife's name is Nidra Devi. Very nicely described. Because he used to sleep a lot. So it is described that he used to sleep so much that he had the Sangha of sleep, Nidra Devi, so much that she is described as his wife. Even when Kumbhakarna was killed, when he left his body, so now Nidra Devi becomes widow. So what she did is, so she thought instead of going to some natak or cinema, let me go to the place where people are listening to Hari Katha. So she want to hear Hari Katha. But because her nature is to influence others with sleep, some people who are spiritually weak or who have tendency to criticize or who have anarthas in their heart, not purified, they will feel sleepy in Hari Katha. So nicely described. Few more points. Whatever we read, whatever scriptures we read, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, we should read or hear these scriptures with faith. We should make sure our faith is there. Even when we are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we should try to develop our faith, because until our faith will be there, we will not be able to relish the chanting or these scriptures, reading or hearing. So the real effort we should put to make sure our faith increases. If the faith is not there, we should find out, we should discuss with our spiritual mentors, our gurus, how to increase that faith. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. Because until that faith will be there, right, then we will not be able to relish these names and pastimes of Lord Ram, Lord Krishna. तुलसीदास जी लिखते हैं, हनुमान जी बहुश्रुत हैं, यानी he is very very eager to hear, that eagerness, that laulyam should be there, greediness to hear Ram Katha, Krishna Katha should be there. That interest should be there. So there are many, many points, but we don't have enough time to discuss. But the point is that faith should be there. And we should be very, very attentive when we are hearing Krishna Katha, Ram Katha. So with that, now we see who is Lord Ram, who is Krishna, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They're not different from each other. That's why in Chaitanya Leela, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed his Shat-bhuja form to devotees. If you can see the picture on the screen, you can see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, all three in one there. Dhanush and Baan, Lord Ram. Bansuri, Krishna. Then Kamandal and Danda, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sannyasi Rupa of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So they are non-different. With understanding, the original candle is one. Everything comes from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Gauranga. Everything appears from there. They are the root of all the appearances of Krishna. Now there is a very wonderful personality in Chaitanya Leela. We'll spend few minutes or maybe next 30 minutes or so. In Chaitanya Leela, Shri Hanumanji appeared as Murari Gupta. It is mentioned in the scriptures. Gaur Ganodesha, Deepika, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mangala. These scriptures, it is mentioned, there was a very intimate associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whose incarnation of Hanuman. Murari Gupto Hanuman Angada Shri Purandara Yaha Shri Shugriva Namashid Govinda Ananda Evasaha. Hanumanji appeared as Murari Gupta. Angad appeared as Purandara, another associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Sugriv appeared as Govinda Ananda. So this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela. Who is Murari Gupta? Shri Murari Gupta, Sakha Premera Bhandar, Prabhura Hirday Drave, Suni Yanar. So we discussed some time back the Bhakti Vriksha of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, different branches. The main two trunks we saw, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Gadadhar Shri Advaita Acharya. So Murari Gupta is also one of the branch of the tree of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 21st branch out of many, many branches. And he was a storehouse of love of Godhead. Premera Bhandar, Bhandar of Prem. His great humility and meekness, Danyata, he melted the heart of Lord Chaitanya. So what was he doing in the Chaitanya Leela? Chikitsa karanaya re hai sadaya deha roga bhava roga duitarakshaya. He was a physician. He was treating patients. But what kind of patient? What kind of physician he was? He was just not used to treat the bodily diseases, but even the spiritual diseases. Wholesome treatment. Because bodily diseases, even if we get treated, it may reoccur or some other disease will happen lifelong as the body ages. That will keep on happening. But real important is to treat spiritual disease. So in the purport of this verse, it's a very nice purport. Murari Gupta could treat both bodily and spiritual disease because he was a physician by profession and great devotee of the Lord in terms of spiritual advancement. This is an example of service to humanity. Everyone should know that there are two kinds of diseases in human society. One disease, which is called as Adhyatmika or material disease, pertains to the body. But the main disease is spiritual. The living entity is eternal, but somehow or other, when in contact with the material energy, he is subjected to the repetition of birth, death, old age, and disease. The physicians of the modern day should learn from Murari Gupta. Although modern philanthropic physicians open gigantic hospitals, there are no hospitals to cure the spiritual disease of the spirit soul. The Krishna consciousness movement has taken up the mission of curing this disease, but people are not very appreciative because they do not know what this disease is. A diseased person needs both proper medicine and a proper diet. And therefore, the Krishna consciousness movement supplies spiritually stricken people with the medicine of the chanting of the holy name. Nam Aushadhi. Nam Sudharas Gav Krishnayas. Or the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and the diet of Prasadam. Some people say, a lot of people say that, why don't you distribute food to poor people? Why does ISKCON doesn't do that? ISKCON does it at a very, very large scale. These people have no idea. But we don't call it food, we call it prasadam. Food for life. So many programs are going on all over the world, especially poor countries, where lakhs and crores of people are being fed prasadam. I heard recently that even in trains now we can get Govindas at selective spots. There are many hospitals and medical clinics to cure bodily diseases, but there are no such hospitals to cure the spiritual disease of the spiritual soul. The centers of the Krishna consciousness movement are the only established hospitals that can cure men of birth, death, old age, and disease. So this is what ISKCON temples, ISKCON centers are doing. Their mission is to cure this spiritual disease. So Sri Murari Gupta, these are the Gaur Nitai that he used to serve, beautiful vigraha of Sri Gaur Nitai. So actually, Murari Gupta, he was the childhood associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was senior to him. They used to go to the same school, same Vidyalaya. And he was, I think, 5 to 7 years older than Mahaprabhu. But he knew who Mahaprabhu was because, of course, Murari Gupta. Actually, if we say Murari Gupta, he's Murari Gupta. And the way his name, the meaning of his name is described is Murari Gupta means, who's Murari? Lord Krishna, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Murari Gupta means one in whose heart Murari has taken the residence secretly, Gupta. So in a secret way, in a hidden way, Sri Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taken, he is residing in his heart. Beautiful meaning. It is mentioned in Chaitanya Bhagavat. And Murari Gupta Kharcha means he used to write notes of all the activities that Mahaprabhu used to do in the childhood. And based on these notes and the notes of Sri Swarup Damodar, the later other devotees have written Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat. If Sri Murari Gupta would have not done or noted down these pastimes, they would have been lost. So he has a great contribution to the world. There are books also available on this. Sri Chaitanya Charita Mahakavya. He also wrote Sri Chaitanya Charita Mahakavya. So there are few verses from Sri Chaitanya Charitra, Chaitanya Bhagavat we can read. Very, very nice verses. So I hope everyone is still with me, awake and conscious. So this is from Chaitanya Bhagavat. So we know Chaitanya Charitamrita written by Srila Krishnaraj Kaviraj Goswami. And then there is Chaitanya Bhagavat by Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur, who is incarnation of Sri Vyasdev. And then there is also Chaitanya Mangal by Shri Lochan Das Thakur. So much nectar is available and we hardly have any time. Once a week, not even possible to cover anything. Many devotees, they have created their sanghas, then they read every day so that they can enjoy this nectar. So this is from chapter 20 of Chaitanya Bhagavat, Adi Leela, Glories of Sri Murari Gupta. Jaya Jaya Gaura Simha Shri Sachi Kumar Jaya Sarva Tapahara Charana Tumar. All glories to God Simha, the son of Sachi. All glories to your lotus feet, which takes away all miseries. Gaura Simha, nice name. Gaura Simha means Shri Gauranga is being described as a Singha, lion. Why? He's the lion who is, जैसे lion जो सिंह है, what you call that? He makes loud sound, right? हुंकार भरता है ना, जैसे to scare his enemies. So by the hunkar of Sankirtan, Shri Gaura Sundar, Shri Lord Gauranga, he is defeating, he is scaring this Kali Yuga. So by the loud Sankirtana that Gaur Hari does, he's scaring, he's pushing away this Kali Yuga. That's what he said, as long as we are immersed in Sankirtan of Lord Hari, names of his Lord Hari and his Katha, Kali Yuga cannot even touch us. So, Gaur Simha. Jaya Gadadhar Prana Nath Mahashaya Kripa Kara Prabhu Yena Tohe Manaraya. All glories to the life and soul of Gadadhar. O Lord, please bestow your mercy on me so that my mind may be fixed on you. Hena mate bhakta goshti thakura dekhi Yanache gaye kande hase prema purna hai. In this way, when the devotees saw the Lord, they danced, sang, cried, and laughed in ecstatic love. The symptoms of ecstasy. Whenever they used to see Lord, or they were used to be participating in the Sankirtan with Lord Gauranga. Ei mate pratidine ashesh kautuka bhakta sange Gaura Chandra kare nana rupa. In this way, Lord Gaurachandra performed unlimited pastime with the devotees. Now see what happened one day. Ek dina maha, very nice verses. Please pay attention. Ek dina Mahaprabhu Nityanand Sange Srinivas Grahe Vasi Ache Nana Range. One day, Mahaprabhu was enjoying the association of Nityananda in the house of Srivas Thakur, Srivas Angan, where Sankirtan used to happen with Lord Gauranga every night. And it is mentioned this Srivas Angan is non-different from Ras Leela. That Sankirtan, when we are participating in the Sankirtan of Lord Hari, then we are participating in the Ras Leela of Krishna. That is the glories of Sankirtan. I think we hardly have any time. Let's see how much we can cover because this is a very nice pastime. Aile Murari Gupta hai nai samaya Prabhura charane danda pranama haya Sheshe Nityanandere kariya pranam Sammukhe rahila Gupta Mahajyotirdham Murari Guptera Prabhu Bada Sukhi Mane अकपटे मुरारी रे कहे न आपने ये करीला मुरारी न है व्यवहारा व्यतिक्रम करिया करीला नमस्कार. Lord Gauranga will instruct something very important to Murari Gupta. Very, very important. Please pay attention. At that time, Murari Gupta came there and offered obeisances at the lotus feet of the Lord. The greatly effulgent Murari Gupta next offered obeisances to Nityanand and then stood before them. The Lord was very pleased with Murari, so he spoke to him without duplicity. No duplicity. O Murari, what you have just done is not proper. You have transgressed etiquette while offering obeisances. So let's pay attention. What happened? Murari Gupta first offered obeisances, pranam to Mahaprabhu and then to Nityananda. What could be wrong with that? Why Lord Gauranga is saying that you have not followed the etiquettes? Let's see. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada, the Acharyas, this purports are written by actually Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Actually, Mahaprabhu is teaching him that if the Supreme Lord is worshipped without first worshipping Shri Guru and Jagat Guru, the proper sequence is broken. So that's the etiquette. That's why when we go to temple, first we offer obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, our Gurudev. Because by mercy of Guru, we get Krishna. And then we offer our obeisances to Krishna. There should be no doubt about it. Lord Gauranga himself is going to teach Murari Gupta. Kotha tumhi sikhaibe ye nahi ajane vyavare hain dharma tumi langha kene. Why he's teaching? Because Murari Gupta was also a teacher. You are supposed to teach those who do not know these things. So why are you transgressing such principles by your own behavior? Remember last time we discussed achar and then prachar. We should not rush to preach or to instruct others unless we are able to follow. Murari balaya prabhu jani veke mate mora chitta tumhe laye chayena mate. So Murari said, "Oh Lord, how will I know? You induced me to act like that." So what he's saying is, how will I know what to do? Because I do whatever I get inspiration through you. So then Prabhu says, Prabhu bale bhala bhala aji yaha ghare sakala janiva kali bali ba tumare. So Lord says, all right, go home for now. I will speak to you tomorrow and you will understand everything. Anyone would like to sing the next verse? Okay. Sambhram. And everybody is here? Let's say Lord Gauranga. Everybody can chant Lord Gauranga together.
Lord
Lord,
Lord
Gauranga.
Shri Gauranga ki jai. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I want to make sure everyone's time utilized properly. That's why. Sambhrame chalila gupta sabhya harishe shayana karila giya apnar vase. So, Radhi Gupta left. Let's go a little faster. Now the interesting part comes. What happens that night? Swapane dekhe Mahabhagavatera pradhana Malavesh Nityananda chale aguyana. In dream, he meaning Murari Gupta, he saw Nityananda, the most exalted of all pure devotees. So how he saw Lord Nityananda? That he is dressed like a wrestler, like a Pahalwan, right? Coming towards him. Nityananda shire dekhe Mahanag Panakare Dekhe Shri Hala Musala Tanavana. And then he saw a great serpent spreading its hood over the head of Nityananda. And Nityananda was holding a plow and club, gada and hal, jo Balram ji ka hai, right? And there was the hood, the serpent hood. So Sheshnag was over his head, protecting him from sunshine. नित्यानंद मूर्ति देखे ये न हल धारा शिरे पाख धरी पाछे Yaya Vishambhara. He just looked like, Nityanand looked like Haldhara, means Balramji. And he saw Vishambhara fanning him from behind. Who is Vishambhara? Anyone knows? Very famous name of Lord Gauranga. So none other than Lord Gauranga was fanning Nityananda. That's what he's seeing in the dream. स्वपने प्रभु हसी कहे जानिला मुरारी आमी एक निष्ठा मने बुझह विचारी. The Lord smiled and he spoke to him in the dream. Have you now understood, Murari? You should consider me junior. Lord Gauranga, the Supreme Personality, is saying, you should consider me junior. Junior to whom? So you see, to whom? Junior to whom? सपने दुई प्रभु हासे मुरारी देखी या दुई भाई मुरारी रे गेलाए सिखाई. The two lords meaning Nityananda and Lord Gauranga. They smiled as they looked at Murari. So this is all going on in the dream. When they looked at Murari in the dream. And after instructing Murari, the two brothers disappeared. So dream gone. Chaitanya Paya Gupta Karaya Krandana Nityananda Bali Shwasa Chade Ghana Ghana. How kitna so sweet these verses. The whole Leela, when you just read and recite. I hope everyone is able to relate and enjoy. If you want to participate, feel free to recite because that will create special vibrations in our heart. On awakening, Murari began to cry. He sighed deeply again and again and called out Nityananda. So let's unmute ourselves and recite Nityananda 3 times. Nityananda!
Nityananda.
Nityananda!
Nityananda. Nityananda.
Mahasati Murari Guptera Pativrata Krishna 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 Bale Hai Sachakita. Murari Gupta's wife, she became frightened and called out, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Bada Bhai Nityananda Murari Janiya Chalila Prabhura Sthane Anandita Haya. So realizing that Nityananda is elder brother, Murari joyfully want to see the Lord again. He goes back to next day, of course, to take the darshan of Lord Gauranga. Vasiya che Mahaprabhu Kamala Lochana Dakshine se Nityananda Prasanna Vadana. The lotus side, Kamala Lochan. The lotus side Mahaprabhu was sitting with the brightly smiling Nityananda at his right. So each and every description in these scriptures has significance. Why there is a need to mention Nityananda was sitting at his right? Anyone knows what is the significance? If somebody is sitting on my right or your right, what is the spiritual significance or Vedic significance? Anyone knows? Okay. So the significance is whoever is sitting on our right is supposed to be more respectful. So even if we see Panchatattva, the picture, all the 5 personalities standing, we see on the right side of Mahaprabhu is Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So he's more respectable than anyone else in the Panchatattva. All are respectful, all are incarnations of Krishna, but from the Tattva Drishti, from the philosophical understanding. That's why when we say Pradikshana, we do Mandir ki Pradikshana, right? Whenever we are circumambulating temple or the Vigraha, the temple is always on our right side, right? So these are etiquettes. These are just not out of our mind, just somebody's mind. There is a proper way to show etiquette with everything we do in our life. We can follow the same principles in our daily life also to show respect to others. Aage Nityanandera Charane Namaskari Pache Vande Vishambhara Charana Murari. Now what happened this time? Murari first offered obeisance at the lotus feet of Nityananda. So before he did, he offered his pranam first to Gauranga. Now he is doing first offering his obeisances to the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, and then offered obeisances at the lotus feet of Vishambhara. Now see how Lord Gauranga, Murari Gupta ke maje lenge. Let's see. They are so sweetly pastimes, like friends. This Chaitanya Charitamrita is so beautiful. Hasi bale Vishambhara Murari ekena Murari baleya Prabhu loyolena. Vishambhara. Vishambhara is another name for Lord Gauranga. Please remember that. We should know these names. Vishambhara smiled and said, "Why did you do this, Murari?" Like jokingly, if maje le rahe uske. Murari replied, "Oh Lord, I have acted according to your instruction." Now Murari said, "You only gave me the instruction." Now remember, this all happened in dream, instructions and everything. Pavana karaneyena shushka trana chale jivera sakala dharma tora shakti bale. As a blade of grass is blown in the wind, all living entities act on the strength of your potencies. All of us, all living entities are no more greater than like the dry grass, the blade of dry grass actually. जो ग्रास का तिनका होता है hardly has any power, no power, right? जहां हवा मारो वहां उड़ जाएगा. That's how we think we are great, we are so powerful, so beautiful, so rich, we have so much strength. Actually, in the overall schema, in the overall creation, our position is not greater than the blade of grass. All the potencies, all the beauty, all the richness, all the opulence, everything we have, all the strength is only because of Krishna, because of the strength of your potencies. Prabhu bale murari amar priya tumi ataya tomare vangela marmami. Because Murari, you are very dear to me. Just like Arjun, right? Very dear to me. That's why I'm giving you this confidential truth. Why this is confidential? Krishna has a whole chapter devoted in confidential knowledge in Bhagavad Gita. And if you read it, nothing seems to be confidential. Confidential because we can read. We know that, but we cannot, we are very, very weak in practicing it. Only rare souls who are very empowered spiritually, they can follow this jnana of Krishna, this knowledge of Krishna in practice. That's why it is confidential. And who can follow? Who is very dear to Lord. And how to become dear to Lord? By the process of bhakti, by chanting Hare Krishna, by serving the spiritual master, by serving devotees, by all those by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, all the processes. So we should not take these processes loosely. We should be very, very strict in our sadhana, very, very regular in our sadhana. Then we become dear to Krishna, and then he reveals all this knowledge in our heart. This confidential knowledge is revealed. So it's 8:35. I want to quickly read. Oh my God, it's so beautiful, but I don't think we have time. But there is a very nice point I wanted to cover quickly, maybe in 5 minutes. These are such a beautiful verses. अपना तत्व प्रभु आपने सिखाए, इह ये न माने से आपने नाश आए. The Lord personally taught the truth about himself to Murari Gupta. One who does not accept is vanquished. His spiritual life is one who cannot trust or cannot learn from these teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He cannot save his soul, meaning his spiritual life cannot progress. There are many. So this is very nice. Now Murari Gupta is going to home. So now Murari Gupta returned to home in ecstasy. Yet the Lord, along with Nityanand, remained within his heart. Because of this pastime, he was still feeling this ecstasy. And he was remembering Lord Nityananda and Lord Hari. Then what happened? Yeah, this is so nice. After returning home, Murari offered Krishna rice cooked by his wife by throwing handfuls of it to the floor in his house. So think about it. He came back to home and he's thinking about Lord Nityananda, Lord Gauranga in his heart. He's so much in ecstasy that when his wife offered him the food, the cooked rice, he's offering. He's still thinking that Lord Hari, Lord Gauranga, Lord Nityananda is in front, are there in front of him. So he's putting the rice on the floor and saying, "You eat, take, accept this bhoga." This is his ecstasy. We cannot imitate it, just by throwing the food and saying, "Lord, you have it." But this is the ecstasy of pure devotees. Mahaprabhu could not reject that rice that was offered by Murari. Anything offered by pure devotees, because it is out of love. Whenever devotees eagerly serve the Lord being controlled by service accepts that. So with a desired, so next day what happened? Early next morning, the Lord went to Murari Gupta to meet him. Mahaprabhu arrived as Murari Gupta was still in ecstasy of taking the Krishna's names. Upon seeing the Lord, Murari offered his obeisances and respectfully offered the seat. And when the son of Jagannath Mishra, meaning Lord Gauranga, he sat down. So Murari Gupta asked, "O Lord, what brings you here?" Gupta bole, "Prabhura kena haila agman." Kaise agman hua? What purpose brought you here? So Lord replied, "I came for treatment." When you go to a doctor, he asked, "What brought you here?" So we explain our disease to him. So Murari Gupta says, and he said, "I came for treatment for my indigestion." So Murari Gupta said, "What is the cause of your indigestion?" So when we tell doctor, I'm going through indigestion, he will ask, "What did you eat yesterday? What food did you eat yesterday?" The Lord said, Prabhu bale, "Are beta, jani pe ke mane." My dear friend, how will you know? Like he is joking. How come you don't know? You threw your eyes on the floor and said, "Eat, eat." Now, Murari Gupta was doing at home. Now, Lord Gauranga is demonstrating that he accepted that offering. You only threw your eyes on the floor and said, "Eat, eat." You forgot, but your wife knows everything. You offered it to me. So how could I refuse to eat? I eat a lot. I ate a lot. What is the use of your treatments and remedies? So now he's again joking. I got indigestion by eating your rice. So drinking water relieves indigestion. My indigestion was caused by eating your rice. So the cure is drinking your water. So he picked up Murari Gupta's water pot. Think about it. In the altar, we keep separate utensils for Lord, right? When we put offer. But here Lord came himself. He grabbed Murari's lota, water pot, and drank from it. Now, seeing this display of mercy, you can't even feel it, right? But we are just reading it. But Murari fell unconscious, thinking just about it. Oh my God. How I was in ecstasy, now he's remembering, and then I was just offering in my mind, but Lord accepted the offering. And Gupta's entire family was present there. They cried in ecstatic emotions. Hena Prabhu, Hena Bhakti Yoga, Hena Das, Chaitanya Prashade, Haila Bhakti Ra Prakash. How glorious is the Lord, how glorious is his devotional service, and how glorious are his servants. Such devotional service was manifested by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Shri Murari Gupta ki jai, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So this is the mercy of Lord. So that's why in this pastime we saw first we should offer our gratitude and of our respect to spiritual master, our Guru, Srila Prabhupada. And then Krishna will be pleased to accept our offerings in the form of obeisances. So few more pastimes that Lord Gauranga did with Murari Gupta. He showed him his Varaha avatar. Oh, Shri Hanumanji. So this is the nice picture of Shri Siddh Hanumanji in Gwalior. Actually, my great grandfather got a dream from Hanumanji that I am buried here, particular place. Take me out. So he made the arrangements, and there is a temple in there. If you see the walls, everywhere Ram is written. That is written over there. Ram Krishna. The Prabhupada ki jai. Sorry, I ran over time, but it was such a nice pastime. Hope it's not too late for everyone. Sorry about that. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions, any comments, any additions? Any points anyone would like to quickly, in a minute or two, would like to say about the pastime we heard? About Shri Hanumanji or Shri Murari Gupta? Okay. If not, thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarurvesha kripa sindhu bhevacha patita nam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So this is the problem I'm facing actually, is that whatever we are trying to cover, it feels like we keep on doing the same thing. So we started discussion on Shri Ram and his associates 3 weeks back. Now they are so relishable, it feels like we continue to do that. Now it's Chaitanya Charitamrita or Chaitanya Bhagavat. So it looks like it's so sweet that we keep on doing that. So maybe feel free to let me know if any of you have any ideas what should we cover. Otherwise, I'm just doing on, whatever I feel like. But if anyone has any thoughts, any ideas, any suggestions to cover particular topic, then please feel free to let me know, and we can focus on that. And we will definitely go back to our Mother Kunti's prayers, hopefully soon. But it's not very, formal. Want to make sure everyone gets benefited. So feel free to let me know if any thoughts you have about the topics. So thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.